Hey y'all, so I'm going to be doing this word in my closet because my daughter's taking a nap. But someone asked me a few days ago if I had a word about Beauty and the Beast. And it was interesting that they asked me about that because God had just brought me back to the word that I had about Beauty and the Beast that same day. So I knew I had to put it out. Um, and this is tied into the letter um, that I had been posting about right before the weekend came. And the reason I got this brought back to this word is because the dream that I had, not only was I getting numbers from the Strongs that led me to a letter and everything else, but I had a dream. And this dream, right before this dream started, I had like a vision, and it was a man. I couldn't tell if it was my spouse or other spouse. I can't remember. But basically, they said that they were coming swiftly. And then I have this dream right after. And this dream was a delivery truck. And it was like a FedEx truck. I know it was FedEx because FedEx has the doors that open from the back, right? It was like those doors had opened and there was a letter and then a rose. A single rose, right? And it was pink. And something was going on with my tulips the same day outside, right? The flower petals were all falling off, and there was like one left, and then it fell. And God showed me through that. In Beauty and the Beast, the beast has until that last rose petal falls for someone to fall in love with him, right? And to love him for who he is, right? And so right before that last rose petal falls, Beauty kisses him and falls, or Belle kisses him and falls in love with him, right? Basically, God had given me a word in reference to this, right? But she saw beyond his pride and she loved him through that. Like, she loved him. She was able to fall in love with him for who he really was underneath all that pride and everything, right? She was able to see him for who he really was. And that's what saved him. Otherwise, he would have been cursed forever, right? With this curse, right? And so then today, I was walking and there was this single rose, just a single rose on someone's dashboard. I was like, what's the odds? And with it being on the dash, just like the dream I had, the rose is coming. They are coming with your commitment and with that rose, right? They are coming with that letter in a dash quickly, okay? This is package, and it's funny because this is titled package number 1 from your oversized load of deliveries. And it was a delivery in the dream. It was a package. And it was, okay, so it says it's now ready and out for delivery. It does say expected delivery 24 hours tomorrow. That's very specific, so that might not be for everyone, right? That's definitely not for everyone because that's so specific. But if it's not for you tomorrow, then it will be at some point, right? If this is what God has spoken to you. You will be receiving a message and a letter. It's interesting that I had written a message and a letter. I got this in March of last year. So 1 year ago, actually, I got this. So the timing on this is interesting too. A message and a letter. So in the dream, I had received that, right? And I had received a text message from my spouse letting me know that the letter had been delivered in the dream that I had a few nights ago. So it's interesting that that's what the word said. It was like total confirmation. And I got this word a year ago. So then it says, this will be meaty, good food that you can actually eat and digest. So this is going to fill you up spiritually, right? It's going to fill you in places that you have been starved in, right? emotionally, spiritually, mentally, just where you have been starving for, they're going to feed you. This letter is going to feed you in those areas that you have been starving in, right? Things that you've been wanting to know, things you've been wanting to hear. He's saying this will be meaty, good food that you can actually eat and digest. This will be digestible food. This will be good for you. This will be, and that also speaks to me like broken down. It's going to be very detailed and like broken down, right? This will be a reflection of my unceasing, never-ending agape love, straight from your counterpart. They are now ready to start restoring what was lost and destroyed between you two. They now have a renewed understanding and perception of you and I and this relationship. They are no longer the same. They are returning completely different, changed, right? Transformed. They are coming with truth, love, apologies, and intentions, which is crazy again, like that I got this dream a year ago. And I got this word a year ago. And then in the dream he gave me recently with everything in this word, that is what the letter contained. It was like he was taking accountability that I never thought he would take. He had this like perspective of everything that I never thought he would have. He was seeing things like from a whole brand new perspective, and was actually taking accountability for his actions and seeing things for, it was just, I was like blown away. And he was saying that he really didn't want to be separated from me anymore. He was coming to ask for me back, basically, in this letter. He wanted me back, and he made it known that he loved me very much and wanted me back and didn't want to be separated anymore. So that's, truth, love, apologies, and intentions. And the rest of this word says, Belle, the help of your love. With the help of your love, it has helped deliver the beast of his pride and bitter ways. Which is why it was important for you to plant certain seeds and do certain things, say certain things, even when it wasn't being reciprocated, right? Like, obedience is better than sacrifice, and there's a reason why God has you do the things that you do, even when it doesn't make sense at the time. But this is why your obedience is important, and why sometimes you do have to be selfless and put aside your feelings and such, and think about others, right? He is set free. The rose is blooming in full effect starting now. So, all in all, for who this is for right now, or eventually, like, this person has been delivered of their pride. They've been delivered of their bitter, you know how the beast was in Beauty and the Beast, right? And so now they are able to come forth with the truth, with their truth, with love towards you, being able to express that love, being able to apologize and take accountability, and show you and tell you their intentions with you, without that pride getting in the way. That's the rose blooming. Like, that's a delivery in its own right. They've been delivered, so now they can come forth, and they're coming forth swiftly. And the 24 hours tomorrow is very, 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 very specific. That may only be for one person, right? Or that just may be for you at a later date, right? So just take it back to God and sit with God on it, and ask him to confirm these things to you and whatnot. As always, testing the spirit, right? That's what you should do with every word. But yeah, God just confirmed it again today with the rose in the dashboard. Like, you need to post this. So here I am posting. If you feel led to sow into this, I pray God bless you in return 1,000-fold in Jesus' name. I pray that all of y'all have a blessed rest of your evening, and I will see y'all in my next video, whenever that may be. Okay, bye.